here with Rachel Kuehn, just second event, LPGA Tour event. Just walk us through what today was like for you.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I had my boyfriend Alex on the bag, which kept me really loose, and he's a golfer, so he was able to help me around the golf course, and got to play with Sophia and Frida, and we just had a really good time. I didn't quite have my A game in the ball striking department, but my putter got hot through the middle of the round, so I was thankful to see a couple long ones drop. Yeah, definitely a couple management decisions that I would do differently, but it's going to be every round of golf, so I'm excited to hopefully continue the momentum tomorrow.
6 birdies on the round. Does that kind of help your confidence, heading into these next couple days?
Yeah, it was really nice to see a couple long ones drop, a couple from off the green. So, I've been struggling with my putter recently, so it was definitely good for the confidence and nice to feel a little bit of my putter start to heat up.
Was there a moment, in any time in your round where, the nerves kind of settled and you're like, all right, I can compete out here,
Yeah, I was definitely a little nervous on the first tee. The first hole in general, I didn't play it great. And then by the time I kind of got to the second tee, I'd settled a little bit and piped one down the fairway. And I think by that point, that kind of kicked me off. And then, I played better the rest of the round.
With the temperature drop so drastically and so quickly in the afternoon, were there any adjustments that you made in your game?
Yeah, I think obviously the ball doesn't fly quite as far when it gets a little colder, but I think more the wind picked up. So, you have to play a little more conservatively, I think, when it's a little windier. But I also think it's really hard because the wind was swirling through the trees. So Alex and I, we were never quite sure which way the wind was going. We were trying to trust the compass, but it's a little bit of a guessing game sometimes. And, I think that kind of contributed to one of my bogeys or a couple here, just judging the wind incorrectly. But that's going to happen, so, yeah.
All right, and now having a round here under your belt, what is it about this course overall that you think can help your game thrive?
Yeah, I think I tend to hit it pretty straight off the tee, and I think it's really important to be in the fairway here. The rough is really thick, and it's obviously tree aligned. I think if I can continue putting like I did today, I should be all right, because obviously it's hard to hit it close when the greens are this firm, so you need to roll a couple in, and I luckily did today, so hopefully that can continue.
I have a question about Rose Zhang. Obviously, she's not here today, but you guys are similar in age. Can you kind of talk to me a little bit about that? What are your thoughts about just what she's done so far?
Rose is a really good friend of mine. We've played a lot of junior golf and college golf against each other, and I tell everyone she's a nicer person than she is as like a good golfer. And so to see her come out here, I know the timing was right for her to turn pro, and to see her have that immediate success. We were all cheering her on from back home. She's just incredible. There is no weakness in her golf game, and it's definitely inspiring because it's the girl that I've played against, and to know that she can come out here and win, it gives me some hope and some optimism. But always cheering Rose on. I know she's in the middle of finals and stuff right now, so she could use the good vibes.
Yeah, I was going to build off that a little bit. And what kind of confidence does seeing her win right out of the gate give all your players that are at that level?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of lets everyone know, okay, just because you're an amateur, just because you're a college player, doesn't mean that your game can be that far off from being able to compete out here. Obviously, the players out here, they're incredible, and they play week in and week out. But if Rose can come out here and do it, and no one's quite in Rose's league, but no, it just means that when you have your A game, you can come out here and you can compete, and it just helps you kind of put everything in perspective, I think. And she's incredible, but yeah.
And the player-caddy dynamic's always interesting. So how did you guys feel that out? Was there a lot of discussion on shots? Did he talk you into shots or out of shots? Or?
Yeah, I think we worked really well. He takes a little more time kind of deciding on a golf club than I do. So there were a couple times that I was like ready to pull the trigger on a golf shot, and he was still calculating, so I had to slow down. But no, we had a great time. We read putts nicely together, and he was obviously great with club selection, and all the props to him because it's so different than playing. So for him to be able to switch off player mode and to come into caddy mode, he really was incredible today. I don't know if I'll say that to his face, but he was great.
All right. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
Great round.